Hi everyone. So I was off again and I do have valid excuses, several of them. First of all, additionally to my full-time job, I'm teaching brand marketing in Kyiv Academy of Media Arts, and preparation of presentations and even providing feedback to students actually takes some time. In addition to that, I have got a scholarship in section 4. If you don't know this, you're probably not a marketeer, but if you are a marketeer and don't know what section 4 is, well, you really should go and check out. So I'm very happy and very grateful to get the access to all the courses and sprints they have there. And I've already started doing some of them, and it also takes additional time. And on top of that, I still keep, not at the same level, but I try to do Japanese lessons. I had to skip my Aikido and Iaido lessons for a certain reason, somehow I also got myself into Japanese tea ceremony classes. So in less than an hour I will have to go off there, and before that I need to eat and drink something, because matcha that you drink on Japanese tea ceremony is not very good for your stomach if you're taking it for empty stomach. And yeah, this is how I look in the morning, and no filters, no makeup, nothing, because obviously I have no other time to even put something. And these are some pills. Something that happened a layer on top of all of that is that, the things that are happening in Kyiv and in Ukraine, all the news, shelling from time to time, it gives you a certain level of stress, and it kind of sets to a background and you don't feel it that much. So in my case, I happen to have a condition, I don't remember how it is called, but what I've understood from my neurologist and therapist explanation is that my vascular system is not attuned to my neurological system. So neurons are working not like they're supposed to work. So for example, when I go to sleep and I have a ritual of going to sleep, reading certain things and listening for certain music, and so my pressure goes down, my vascular system says, yeah, we are going to sleep now, and my nerve system, now bambaleo, we off. And so I happen to have issues with quality of sleep, and vice versa. So when I work daily, it happened to be harder for me to focus on tasks, and my productivity is down, because when my vascular system is like, yeah, we need to start doing things, my brain says, no, I'm off for a nap and something like that. So in addition to everything that I do, I also have treatment going on, which is some pills, obviously, medicine, and needle therapy, which I found very useful. I've done the last procedure yesterday, and now I will take a break for a week and we'll see how it goes. So that's what's happening. But what I wanted to talk today about is the situation that I've got myself in on Friday. So today is Sunday, 2 days ago, and it was not a pleasant situation, but it was anyway, somehow it was a really positive experience in a certain way. And on Friday I have been teaching in Kama, and the topic of the lesson was brand values and brand attributes, and basically how to build them. especially if we are talking about services, how we want people to feel about our brand when they contact us or when they interact in any way with our brand. And so Friday was a little bit hectic because we also had an air raid alert, and when we have air raid alerts, obviously in the whole group and me, we have to unplug everything, go down to the shelter. They have arranged everything there as well, so we can run classes there. So we have a TV set, but we also have a connection to Zoom, because some of our students are connected through online. Not all of them can be present physically. So we were back after air raid alert to our class, and then I got a notification on my phone that I have never got before, that my car was evacuated. And I got it through an application. So we have a digital Kyiv app where you can also pay parking. So if you park in a certain areas in Kyiv, and you can park only in a certain areas in Kyiv, you can pay via application, and it's transparent, and your car plates number go into the system. So if anyone checks, they see that this parking was paid for. And you don't need to find a person or machine where to pay for it, so it's very comfortable. So my car plates were registered in that application, and I have got a notification that it was evacuated. So we ran out with a whole group of students to check out, and yes, my car was already gone. And that was a negative experience. Well, obviously you are never happy when your car is evacuated, but what was positive about it is the transparency and how my experience after that. So I came back home and so I entered the application. I checked out the information about why, and apparently I was parked too close to crossroad walking. So and it wasn't a huge margin there that I've actually missed the point, but yeah, I at the end of the day they were correct. And even if I miss the margin of how much I have to leave in between of my car and the crosswalk, it was a little bit less than it should be. So I had also photos of this with even the measurements in the application already taken. I knew the address where my car is, so I filled in the information. They asked me to upload the photo of my driving license and the photo of the car registration card. So I uploaded those photos. And that was like 11 p.m. In the evening. The next morning, somewhere around 9 p.m., I have got a notification that and I was able even to pay the fine and the cost of the evacuation just immediately in the application via Apple Pay, which is very comfortable. So the next morning I have got that you can pick up your car, everything is approved, your documents are fine. So I arrived to this parking lot, and they even parked my car in a way that it was easy for me to drive out, so I didn't have to go through the quests around the parking to find my car, to unpark it. And when I was asking what I should do, how do I proceed further on, the policeman told me, you find your car, you go out, and then on the way out, when you will be dispatching your car from this parking station, you just show the QR code in the application, and it actually is a confirmation that you have paid the fine and all the fees. And that's all. So it took me about 5 minutes to pick up my car. It took me about 10 minutes with all the pictures taken in the evening to arrange everything. It was very transparent. I know where my money went, so I didn't have to negotiate with anyone to pay them by cash. And taking into account that we do have quite a high level of corruption, but to be fair, corruption is present in European countries as well, on a certain level, maybe not as visible as in Ukraine, but it is still present almost everywhere. So I think those steps actually, first of all, gave me a perception of my experience with police and Kyiv services as comfortable. Even the negative experience, they tend to put it in a way that it was comfortable for me to go through it. And the second thing is that despite everything that happens, the news about corruption and things like that, I see the good changes, the positive changes in terms of fighting the corruption and providing this kind of transparent processes. Everything is paid online. You know that you don't cash someone out. It gave me such a such a good feeling that we are moving into the into the European direction, and I was really happy even to have this experience, even though the initial reason for it wasn't very positive. So yeah, and now it's I think the last part I wanted to talk about. I was talking about mental health and emotional seesaw living in Kyiv, because you have very dramatic angles and episodes of living the news, the shelling, because a few days ago I woke up at 6 a.m. just because of the sound of a huge explosion not far away. Meanwhile, you have like a really high comfort of living here in Kyiv during the war. So yeah, right now I will go to Japanese tea ceremony lessons, which are amazing, and yeah, it feels like nothing happens out there, although constantly you have information from friends and on social media and in the news about what's going on, but in Kyiv sometimes you just don't feel it. And I think that is one of the reasons why I've got myself into this neurovascular something. So because of the load of the stress and like cognitive dissonance, I don't I'm really bad at these terms, so well, I'm definitely mispronouncing something, but I hope that at least I'm using most of them of the terms correctly. Anyway, I don't have any of the degrees in terms of biology or neurobiology or even psychology, so yeah, that is what it is right now, and I need to finish my coffee, need to finish my breakfast and get ready to go to Ukrainian Japanese Cultural Center. And yeah, from there I probably will go shopping to a shopping mall if the air raid alert won't be on, and enjoy mochi, which are also Japanese desserts that I love, and buy some presents because I have a friend coming over this week and I really wanted to treat her, so lots on my hands even during the weekend, but yeah, I try to keep myself busy and still give myself time to relax, because right now I don't have much choice. I need to switch off my nervous system from time to time, you know, in order not to overload it and finally to attune it to my vascular system, which is a really strange situation for me right now. But yeah, I feel that I'm getting better. Needle therapy works. Like really, I wasn't expecting it to be so effective. And the next week I'm planning to go back to Aikido and Iaido, and I will be very, very happy to be back there. So that's all for today. Bye!